These are my top 3 lessons when finding a manufacturer. Hi, my name is Michelle and I'm launching my bag brand next month. But until then, I'm sharing everything I've learnt. This is Lessons to Launch. So firstly, think of a manufacturer like you would a business partner. Yes, you may be their client, but just remember your success is just as dependent on what they produce too. After all, they're not just making your product, they're helping to make your whole vision come to life, and they should be just as much a part of your journey. Number 2, language is not a barrier. I personally chose to look for a manufacturer in China because of their wealth of industry experience. And I know what you're thinking.
She's Chinese. Of course it makes sense for her to look in China.
Well, I only speak Cantonese, and most of these manufacturers only speak Mandarin. But luckily for me, most messaging platforms have inbuilt translation tools. To this day, I have sent every single message in English. So never let the fear of not being able to speak the language of the manufacturer ever stop you. Thirdly, with all that said, what does matter is matching your communication style. Now, what I mean by that, I've had conversations with over 30 manufacturers before I knew I found the one. I started out by messaging the same set of initial questions to all these manufacturers. Many of them actually only responded to half my questions. Let's say I started out with 10 questions, they'd end up only responding to questions 1, 3, 5, 7, and 8. To be fair, it's usually because they just needed to double check something with someone in their team. But when that's not clear, it just feels like they've ignored half your message. So then what stood out were those who were transparent from the beginning. They acknowledged what needed more time, were comfortable asking me follow-ups to clarify something, and ultimately showed that they cared about getting it right. Honestly, this process used to intimidate me the most. I have zero manufacturing background, and it's pretty much always been the thing that stopped me from starting this sooner. So if you're curious about anything else too, feel free to drop your question below, because I'm sure there's so much more that I could be covering about this. But otherwise,